If you're looking to really increase your immersion and your... If you're really looking to... Welcome my fellow VR nerds, this is Eyes on VR, where we talk all things Oculus Quest and a whole bunch of other VR stuff too, and today that's exactly what we're going to do because the time has finally come to review the virtual rifle system Mark III rifle stock for the Oculus Quest and all other VR devices. Now just before we get going, I just want to clarify, I'll be doing everything here on the Quest 1. The controllers that I've got in here are for the Quest 1, the attachments are for the Quest 1, and I will be recording all the footage on the Quest 1. Now, it is available for the Quest 2, not to panic, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't available for the Quest 2, seeing as it came out last week. Shane and Denise, the people who run virtual rifle systems, they weren't on the VIP list to get a Quest early. So now that they do have one, they've already posted pictures on their Instagram and Facebook saying that they're on the case, they've got a Quest 2 and they're on the job. So don't be worried if you see this video and you go, yes, I want one of them, I'm buying one of them. Quest 2 adapters for the controllers are coming, so do not worry yourself, but you can still get adapters already for the Vive, the Index and the Rift as well, so don't worry about that. If you're looking to play on PC VR, nothing has changed there. Okay, first off, YouTube makes me say this, I'm not affiliated with Virtual Rifle Systems, they've not paid me or anything like that to review this. I'm reviewing this because I bought it, I love it, and I think you should get one too. Now there's so much to say about this rifle stock, I don't even know where to begin. So where I am going to begin is, I'm going to talk about the build quality. This thing is solid, it has a great weight to it, it is just absolutely fantastic. This thing is 3D printed. You would have absolutely no idea about that. There are no lines, none of the normal telltale signs that something's 3D printed, but one of the fantastic things about this is you can get their standard stock on the end of your rifle stock if you want to. But what is really great is they do give you the option of having other rifle stocks attached to this thing's real rifle stocks. This is the UTC Pro rifle stock. Now you can go buy this in America for real guns if you want to. And that's fantastic because that gives you a real taste of something real. It makes it feel more real and it really helps with that immersion into the game. Now for me, the UTC Pro is a bit small. I would say if you're more of a broad person like myself, I would go with a normal size stock. Now the great thing about this is everything's adjustable. The rifle stock, as you would imagine, you can shorten and you can lengthen it out as you would on a real gun. Now also there's a nice screw here where you just untwist this and you can adjust the height of your stock as well, which is very handy. I have mine quite low because I've got quite large shoulders, so it sits nice and comfortably in here. What I really like about this is that it's obviously modeled off a real gun, maybe an AR-15 or just kind of a generalization on an assault rifle, because it's got an ejection port here, it's even got a little tab here, but it's also got a pull cock here for any jams or anything that you might get into, or just to finish loading your weapon, which I think is a fantastic little detail. They could have just kept it completely smooth, but they haven't. Now, of course, I'm going to get into all the other things about this rifle stock, but I'm sure you're sat here wondering, look, just tell me, Rex, does this thing make a difference? Does it work? Yes. Yes, it does. There is no other way to say that. If you check out my last video, I'll put a card for it up here. You check that out, I went over whether stocks make a difference, and I did it with this stock. And yeah, it makes a massive difference. The accuracy and the grouping of your shots is so much better. Whilst this thing doesn't make you aim better in game, that's not down to the stock, that's down to you to aim at your target properly. Put on good sights, holographic sight, red dot sight, you're going to be on target. This thing is going to make sure if you're pointing your rifle somewhere in a game, you're going to hit it. And not only are you going to hit it, you're going to hit it over and over and over and over again. Your groups are going to be tight, your spacing is going to be tight, you are going to be so much more deadly in game with this thing equipped. Now for me personally, the stock has been a bit of an adjustment, and playing in VR has been a bit of an adjustment in itself. Now normally you would hold a rifle like this. I take more of the C-clamp stance when holding a rifle, which looks more like this. And obviously you can't really make the controller do that. So that's nothing on the rifle stock, that's just completely me being weird and adopting a bit more of a stance that isn't used a whole lot. But what is absolutely fantastic about this is that you can rotate the controller. Because these are 3D printed, and when you order it for either the Quest, the Vive, or the Rift, it doesn't matter. It's all 3D printed, completely customized to fit the controller in every way. And what that means is with the attachments that you've got, you can rotate your controller. So you can have your controller facing sideways, so when you're holding it with the grip on, you can use your fingers and it really feels it's the right way around. Or if you want, you can just keep it absolutely straight if you really want to. Now, I bet you're saying to yourself, well, the Pro Tube is just as good as this, why do I need to buy this? I mean, it looks nice, but, well, the Pro Tube does the same thing for cheaper. The Pro Tube doesn't do the same thing for cheaper. Whilst the Pro Tube is a good stock, I brought this because for me personally, I want that immersion. Look at this thing. This thing looks like a rifle. It has rifle parts on it. If you want to up your immersion or just get the most out of your shooting experience in VR, this is going to help you do that. Now, like I say, that's no bash on Pro Tube. It's just, this is my preference. I mean, look at this thing. It's got a muzzle brake on it. It's got a metal barrel that goes all the way down the middle. That's great. That's realism. That is immersion. And that is what I love about VR. Now, a subscriber of mine, Chris, on a previous video, he asked, how are you supposed to switch to your pistol? If you're playing Onward, you're out of ammo, you need to switch to your sidearms fast. How are you supposed to do it with this? Okay, so the answer to that is magnets. Everything's connected with magnets. Now, your controllers are screwed in tight with the 3D printed brackets. That keeps your controller steady and it's not going to fall out. You're not going to drop your controller or anything like that. But the magnets are what hold the brackets into the rifle stock. So you can just pop it off, pop it back in, pop it off, pop it back in. So I'll show you now an example of me switching to my sidearm and using it while using the rifle stock. And the same thing goes for reloading. Grab your controller, pop it off, pop it back in, you're reloaded, you're done. Now these guys use very good magnets. If I just put this a little bit here, there you go, look, it's just doing it itself. Just does it itself. Easy. The magnets are really good. They're strong, but they're not too strong. Sometimes people have a problem with getting their controllers out once they're back in, and you don't have that problem with this. They're strong, it's not going to go anywhere, but when you pop it off and you put it back in, it's perfect. Now, when it comes to reloading, there's a great trick that they've done with this. On the bracket, there is a little lip that slots into what holds your controller onto the gun stock. That means when it's in, it's tight in, and you kind of slide it in and out as you pull, and that gives it a nice little realism, to be fair, with a magazine, which is kind of the same sometimes, depending on what you're shooting with. Now, this is the same. You just slide it up. Easy peasy. Most importantly, when it comes to these magnets and what they've done here is that you don't do what a lot of other stocks make you do. Now, we've all had the panic reload. You see your enemy, you're in there, bang, 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 bang. Oh, I'm dry. I'm dry. A best reload. Get that. Oh, there you go. Oh, I'm dead. Already dead. You do not have this panic reload problem with this rifle. You pull it out, you put it back in, you pull it out, you put it back in, pull it out, put it back in, pull it out, not looking, put it back in. The magnets are good enough that even if you miss, it will find it for you. Look away, reload, there it is. Reload, there it is. Reload, there it is. Simple as that. And to be honest, after you've used it for a while, you get used to exactly where it is. Now, of course, you see, just like everything else on this gun, this is entirely adjustable. Pop this in, slide it. So you want to reload a bit closer to yourself, you can. If you've got longer arms like me and you're more of a C-clamp guy, you can pop it, lock it in there, there you go. Easy peasy, not going to go anywhere. This thing is fully customizable to your size and shape and exactly what you want to do. Now, if you're thinking of ordering one of these absolute beauties, there is a whole bunch of stuff that you can do with it. Shane and Denise, the people that run Virtual Rifle Systems, really, really nice, by the way. I've talked to Denise a lot via email, and she is an absolute gem. Always got back to me really quickly. If I had any problems, which I did when I ordered this, oh, customs. Customs didn't want any of this the first time I ordered it. It went through to customs, they opened the box. They actually opened the box, looked at this thing, and went, no, that's a gun. That's a gun, that's a gun, that's a gun, send it back.
Wow, a gun! I wonder if it's loaded.
It's very, very annoying, and I'm still annoyed about it now. But Denise was an absolute champion. She got hold of the courier, she went through all the security clearance stuff, submitted pictures, submitted this, submitted that, forms, this, that, you know, did everything that she could to get it to me and through customs for them to let it pass. And that's exactly what happened. The next time they sent it out, very, very quickly by the way, it got through customs, no problem, no issues, got through, arrived at my door, no problem. And that's great customer service. I can't even begin to praise them enough for how much they were helping me and kept in constant communication with me the whole time to let me know what was going on. But yeah, accessory wise, you can choose your own butt stock. You can even have sights on it if you want. This is what this rail for here is. I didn't choose any sights because for me, I'm about the immersion, but that serves me no purpose really. But you can choose from holographic sight, red dot sight, etc. And those are all 3D printed. Unfortunately, they're not the real thing like these. Otherwise, your price is going to go through the roof on that one, I'm afraid. You can customize your muzzle brake. You can customize the body of the weapon as well. You can choose a different kind of barrel to go in it as well. The options are pretty limitless, quite honestly. They have a range of things to show you, and you can create a completely customized piece all for yourself. There's not much more I can cover in this review. I've covered everything I can think of, from the attachments to the controllers, the magnets in it, adjustability, customization on the website. I would say if you've seen this and you're interested, go check out the website. Now, this is a premium gun stock. It is gonna cost you. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. It is one of the more expensive stocks on the market, but as you can see by this review, it is so worth it. So whether you're looking to increase your immersion within the game or just improve your skills and your accuracy a little bit, can't recommend this enough. Now I know there wasn't a lot of multiplayer gameplay with me using the stock here, but every time I use it and I went to record things, I completely forgot to record anything because I was so in the game using this stock. I was so immersed that I just completely forgot to record anything. But it does make a massive difference. And like I said earlier in the video, if you check out my last video about whether gun stocks make a difference, which you can check out up here, you can see that it makes a massive difference. I shoot some targets, 5 body shots, 5 headshots, and I see with and without the rifle stock what the difference is. And it's very, very clear how much of a difference this makes. And that's it for the review. I'd say that was pretty conclusive and in-depth review of this stock. If I missed anything or you have any questions, just leave it in the comments down below and I will get back to you. Other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that other fun stuff. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. I've got some great stuff coming up from a world first exclusive gun stock that nobody else has that's being sent to me to have a look at, and also some pistol stocks. I've also got game reviews coming and obviously a lot of Quest 2 content. So that's it, and I'll see you all next week.
They were behind it. Behind it. In the building, bro. They're behind it.